Hello, hola, bonjour, hey. Hey, y'all. My name is Merc. Welcome back to the Narc Alert. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, look, there's so darn many of you. Wow, there's a lot of you. Hey, welcome. It's Hump Day. Happy Hump Day, everybody. How is everybody doing? Somebody said they left a Nerd Zombie Goddess just left salty crabs. I appreciate that. Make sure you go back and finish. Hello, Coffee. Hey, I see all the. Listen, my mods are really mean to me. And Val, I just want to warn you, I'll be seeing you in a short period of time. So you want to keep up being sassy with Snork, you go right ahead. I'm going to leave you in the jungle, my friend. Snork is safe. They know I'm not going to Winnipeg. I don't have enough stabby knives to go to Winnipeg. Jan on the Lamb is never mean. MTJ is never mean. It's the rest of them, I saw Snork. Mr. Snork is a mod for Beck. Okay, kidding aside, I don't want to give them props, but Mr. Snork did a hell of a job today. Did you see that chat? There was 11,000 people watching that stream. The mods did an incredible job because that chat to me looked smooth. I didn't see a lot of crap going on in there. So Snork did a good job. Listen, I can't delay. I have to do the Rio Bang because the man is here. He's pissed off. I opened the food. He's been yelling at me. But as is his custom, as soon as the camera goes on, he shuts up. So let's add him to the stage. Let's make him big and give him some food. Yeah. Come here. It's up here. You'll figure it out eventually. Come here, you big ding dong. Sometimes he's not the brightest. God doesn't give with both hands. And he's very pretty. All right. So there's the Rio mukbang. God, I can hear him from here without a microphone. And I don't need that. He's been yelling at me because, he knows he's spoiled. He knows on Wednesdays he gets his supper early because we stream at 4:20, but we did started a little late today. He is a bimbo, Penelope. He's completely a bimbo. There's no denying, not denying that. He's he's very pretty. All right, let's put him down in the corner. So we got that handled. I have notes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of notes to recap that live stream from last night. But first, I want to say, hey, Fluffy was first followed quickly by Penelope and Gogo Logo. Yeah, he's not going to crunch carrots. If you were watching the live stream last night. The noises, man, she's a loud girl. Amber is a loud girl. Yeah, Coffee, I did my homework. I got 5 pages of notes for this recap. I also wanted to acknowledge Beck and Destiny video today. I'm sure everybody saw it. They had 11,000 people watching. This was the video that I think the whole Amberverse has been waiting for like a decade. For real, when you think about it. Think about the years you've spent in the Amberverse and how many times people have said, God, I'd love to hear Beck and Destiny spill the tea. Well, there it was. Now, I got to say, I've heard a lot of people complaining, it was cold tea, it wasn't that interesting. You know what? I found it fascinating because I think we've started to ramp up the drama so high in the Amberverse that we're unsatisfied by real life. So, yeah, no, Amber wasn't actually a secret serial killer. There was no actual, mutilation of animals or anything. I don't know what you guys were looking for out of that. Penelope, thank you so much for the generous super chat. Penelope said, oh, you did say that. I said I'd donate 20 if she rage quit, but she didn't rage quit. So enjoy a penny less than she did, and everybody liked the stream. Penelope, thank you very much. Look at that integrity. Like Amber could never have. So yeah, I think that our expectation is set so high now that when it's just real life presented to you, you're kind of bored by it. Quite frankly, I thought it was a masterpiece in day-to-day living with a narcissist. Because, living with a narc, you guys know we live with narcs. Many, well, not anymore. Woohoo! Sorry. Many of us, many of you still live with narcs, and they're not insidiously evil. It's the day-to-day picking at your soul constantly that gets to you. And I thought what they demonstrated in that video was exactly that. And also, props to Beck. She is in my closet still. Bitch is still in my closet. Jesus Christ, we gotta get rid of her soon. Also, props to Beck's editing. In a short period of time, Beck has demonstrated editing skills that Amber has never even tried to demonstrate in 10 years. I mean, they had a two-person conversation going on there. They had screen caps. They were flashing up some members' fan art with the name on it, giving them credit. Beck did a great job. I honestly hope that Beck leaves the rest of the reaction channels now. Beck, you don't need them. You're so good on your own. You don't need to share your trauma with anybody else. You're a great YouTuber. I think you should keep it up. Now, that said, I think Beck is also smart enough to move on eventually from Amber, and they have their own content that they're trying to build on, and yet people criticize them for it. It's not necessarily my thing, but power to them. Why not use this platform as a springboard into something that they actually love and are passionate about? Good for them. I hope they leave Amber alone. That would be them. I think Beck looks like they're healing. They're not wallowing around in it. They're just telling their truth finally, and I think they're going to wash their hands and move on. That's the feeling I get. And if they don't, that's their call, but I hope they do. Well, the man is finished. I'll move his camera over because he's going to end up on the chair. After. He's just gone to wash his hands and his face, maybe use the loo, and then he'll probably, spelunk himself into the cave. So, I don't know what to do with that. It was very long. I don't want to do a reaction to it because it's too long and it's very wordy, but it was very interesting. So I think I might try and do a sort of narc alert on it, in that we can talk about certain narcissistic traits and then give their evidence via their screen caps and conversation of Amber demonstrating those traits. Maybe something like that. It might take me a couple of days, though, because that's a lot of digging in. But I thought it was really good. So congratulations to Beck and Destiny. That was great. I like Destiny. I got to tell you, Destiny's a little rough around the edges. I don't know that I'd want to hang around with them all the time. But I feel like they're pretty genuine and down to earth. And they have no fucks to give, which I really like to see. So I kind of like that. I like that combo. Now, I put a note here, Fled and Emily. That's the video I really want to see. Can you imagine? Emily and Feline? That's the podcast we want now. We're never satisfied. So what else happened today? Oh, Lex posted. Anybody care? Yeah, apparently Lex posted something about they have a video response to Amber's live stream last night or something. I don't think anybody cares. And quite frankly, I don't even know what they're going to say, because what I noticed, and we're going to go through this in a minute, what I noticed was Amber seemed to be tiptoeing around talking about Alexis last night. Amber spoke about Alexis, but I felt like Amber was being very generous and kind compared to when she last spoke about Alexis. And I gotta wonder why. I gotta wonder why. I'm telling you, I felt like she was being very careful and very kind about Alexis. And now, so now Alexis is making a comeback that, who cares? I'm going to pour a fresh coffee, and then we're going to get into this. And you know what else I did? I made, now, I guess Salty Crab got in trouble for Amber. Here, I'm going to say something controversial. I think there was nothing wrong with Amber DMing them instead of striking them. I think that's cool that they did that first. Crab then had the choice, and they chose to change it, and it didn't hurt their video at all. Probably caused a little more controversy. But I believe they were showing a clip. Now, I don't have any clips, but I did make a slideshow of screen caps, and I think I'm going to show those because I don't think screen caps are going to get me in trouble. What do you guys think? Because I thought, honestly, if they do, I'll replace them. And I'm not going to replace them with something stupid. I'll just replace them with other Amber screen caps from the years. Because trust me, there's a lot of unflattering pictures I could have used. But I just used little cuts from the... We do pretty much fly under the radar here sometimes. Snork, what do you think? Do you think screen caps are okay? Andy, I used all the transitions. I went nuts on the transitions. I should have done star wipe. Damn. Snork says, I don't care. I wasn't asking if you cared. I don't care if you care. See how she talks to me? See how they talk to me? No star wipes. No, but I used all the other. I kind of went nuts with transitions that I would never use in a video because it's just a slideshow. It is a Rio mug. You can get this in my merch. This is part of our merch. It's Streamcat Rio. It says Rio, and 2021 is the year I started my channel. Jan says, I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, you don't think that's going to get me in trouble? Oh, what the hell? I mean, really, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? If I get a bang, then I'll change it. No bigs. It's just some screenshots without star wipes, unfortunately. Well, let's just go. Let's do it. What the hell? I don't think they're in any particular order. Snork, that's my fault because I slip sometimes and say female pronouns. Mr. Snork is they, by the way. They're not super uptight about it, but they're they. So, anyway. Hello from Edmonton, Alberta. Thank you, Edmonton. I spent a horrible 9.5 hours in your airport a few years ago. It was very cold. But I did spend a lot of money at the Tim Hortons. All right, so Amber starts out drinking her White Claws on her stream. I noticed that she was talking very fast. I feel like she was kind of drunk going into it. I could be wrong. But I feel like there was something going on. They were very fast, to the point that I thought we had the stream sped up, and then I realized it's a live stream. And you can't do that. So I think she was just really fast. She was slosh before she started, I think. And so her drink of choice last night was White Claw, pineapple, if you need to know. Very delicious. 10 out of 10 recommend. She was very messy. Like, it was just a mess. Last night's stream was a mess. Okay. She asked about, what else? Oh, she didn't know the difference between Top Chat and Live Chat. YouTuber for 10 years. She did have chips. She had Doritos eventually. We'll get to that. People asked her about how Weight Watchers was going, and she said it's not going very well. as she glugged down. And I'm telling you, this girl drinks like a college frat boy. Like, she's got those White Claws, and she's like, glug, 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 and then slamming it down on the table. She drinks. This girl, not a dainty drinker. She's not taking dainty sips at all. Then people told her there was caffeine in the White Claw, and she got very concerned about that and tried to look that up and couldn't look it up and gave up, I guess. I don't know. Oh, she got on Salty Crab. Salty Crab is getting the highlight today. Quote, I think I wrote down some actual quotes here. Asked about Salty Crab. She said, she's a bitch like the rest of them. I don't have a filter when it comes to reaction channels. I hate every one of them. Amber big mad at the reaction channels. Someone asked her about Tommy, and she reads it, and then she read it out loud and then didn't answer it and ignored it. People were saying about the filters, and she denied ever using filters. Hey, Vex, the drummer's here. Vex, it's so nice to see you. Vex has been around forever and ever. No, it's always been Mr. Snork. We just call them Snork sometimes. They're really just a Snork. It's hard to describe, but just go with it. If you only knew. If you only knew where Snork came from. The origin story is wonderful. One day we'll tell you. We won't. She denied using filters and then is puzzled. Oh, yeah. People are asking her about her YouTube break, and she says, oh, she is on a YouTube break. She's not uploading on YouTube. She's only spending all night till 4 a.m. on Instagram, answering questions and doing live streams, but she's really on a break. You know, she needs to be on a social media break. She can't understand. Yeah, included. We got a lot of ceiling shots last night. You'll figure it. You'll understand. She needs to go on a social media break. You know, like, just not uploading videos isn't the problem. If all the comments and hate is what's affecting her mentals, then you need a social media break, not just a break from uploading your vlogs. It's so crazy. The chat is starting to get really pissed that she's ignoring super chats and questions, because, you know, that's apparently, hey, Coffee, thanks for joining. She's apparently, what am I saying here? Oh, like, that's the whole point of these streams. She's going to answer all these questions, right? But she's completely ignoring questions. Somebody asked her about Keemstar. She's again talking about Keemstar. And she gets very excited because I guess he keeps messaging her. Because Keem knows a lolcow when he sees one. And he knows he can milk a lot of cash out of Amberlynn Reid. So he's not given up on her yet. But apparently, Keemstar and Boogie and Wings of Redemption have a thing called the lolcow podcast. lolcow Live, I think. And, you know, if you like them, it's funny. They're pretty good. It's messy and all that. But then they have another one where it's like the women, and they do a lot of Chantal and her reactors. I think that Mummy Issues guy's been on there. All of those people have been on there. And I guess they're trying to get Amber on there. Now, one of the things that they're doing now is they're going to, I think, a 10-day fat camp. Keem and Boogie and Wings of Redemption. I don't know who else. Yeah, that one. They're going to a 10-day fat camp, and I think they wanted Amber to go, but she can't go. She said in this stream, it's a weight loss camp. And she mumbles in her little drunken mumbly voice, how would I even get there? She knows she can't fly. She knows she can't fly. And I don't know where the camp is, but I know Keem lives in Buffalo, New York. I'm not sure where the others live, but it's not going to be in her backyard. So, you know, I think that's the only reason she's not going on that. Although they do Zoom calls on the pod, but she can't go to the camp. She can't go to the camp. She can't fly. And then she gets frustrated and she asks the audience, why don't you give me some tea? How come I always have to be the one that comes with tea? Amber? because they're paying you $10 a month to watch these live streams. They're not paying $10 a month to be there to entertain you. I think that's the disconnect there. I love Drunk Amber. I got to tell you, I love Drunk Amber because she's just, as she gets more drunk, she gets sassier and snappier and bitchier. Like the mask starts slipping. I just love it. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw, there was this thing that was getting circulated. It was a meme that apparently her mom posted on Facebook to her that said something about put the phone down or give me the phone or something like that. And everybody was laughing, saying, God, even her mom is telling her to step away from the phone, right? So she addressed that. And she said, no, it's just that her and her mom are always really funny and they're sending each other jokes all the time. And she was at bingo with her mom and she was busy on her phone while she was at bingo, and her mom was really worried that she was going to miss one of the numbers when they were getting called. So that's why her mom sent her that. It wasn't because she's splurging all over the internet right now. It was just because she didn't want to miss the bingo. Was it Jesus? Was it Jesus Coffee? I just heard it was somebody give me the phone kind of meme. Maybe it was Jesus. I don't know. I'm not particularly religious. I might have thought it was just a guy with long hair. It was Jesus. I didn't even notice. Oh gosh, no disrespect. The chat was getting a little uppity on her. Yeah, I thought it was just some hippie. I just focused on the words, to be honest, and the hand. I didn't really look at the face. Oops. The chat started getting in on her. And like they're asking a lot of questions that she's ignoring and they're getting mad about it. And you have to remember too, I didn't tell you. This was when she finally got into the live stream. She started and crashed the stream, I think 3 times before she finally started streaming on her phone, which is why our screenshots are portrait. She doesn't know how to stream. And I swear to God, she's streaming on Wi-Fi. And she's streaming on her laptop. And she showed us she keeps 20 tabs open on her browser while she's streaming. Like, you don't need those open while you're streaming. You're not screen sharing anything. Close those tabs. And use a cable. Like, don't stream on Wi-Fi. And then the chat was, apparently she was using her phone as a hotspot. So she's trying to stream using her phone as a hotspot. I'm starting to wonder if she even has internet. Like, maybe she just always uses her phone for that reason. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing over there technically, but it ain't working. So by the time she finally got into it, she'd just given up and went on her phone. So now she has her laptop free, by the way, and that will come into play soon. By the way, we have a new side character. Maybe change my glasses. She needs glasses. Someone asked her if she thought, Emily's post was about her. You know, Emily made that really romantic post about how much she missed and loved somebody. Did you guys see that? It was good. It was like really long, deeply felt expression of love. And I got to tell you, the mods and I were laughing in the mod chat on Discord because we're like, I said, she's going to think that's about her. Like, we're reading it. Clearly, it's about Colleen. Clearly, it's about her ex who passed. But it's like, Amber's going to think that's about her. Well, about 2 or 3 hours later, Emily changed the post and at the very end wrote Colleen's name in there. So it was perfectly clear who that post was about. So somebody asked Amber, did you think that Tommy's post was about you originally? And she laughed and went, oh my God, yes, of course. Oh, it was so funny. Andy says, didn't she talk about that a few months ago? She did. What did she say? Having to get a larger data plan for her phone because she didn't have Wi-Fi. No, there was something about that. Snork says, I'm pretty sure she was talking about her phone. She disconnected her internet when she... Oh, that's interesting. I don't think she has internet. I think she has cell service. And, you know, she's not going to know the difference, bless her. She's not the brightest bulb in the box. She's not the sharpest bulb in the crayon box. They asked if the Tommy post was about her. She said yes. She giggled, and then we got a lot of longing stares into the distance that would then end up in fake tears that then quickly would change into laughter. Oh, then it was snack time. Hey, do, it's snack time. We can run that again. Then it was snack time. So we got the camera at the ceiling for a while she lumbered into the kitchen to get her snack, and she came back with like a garbage bag size of carrots. I don't know. She was going to a stable or something to feed horses. It's like this bag, this big of damn carrots and chip dip. And, salami wrapped around cheese? Penelope, yeah. Got a blast, but we should start a GoFundMe for her poor keyboard. Asked Luego, Penelope, thank you for your super chat. I'm going to get to the keyboard. So, yeah, and then she bragged about these 3 salami things only having 150 calories or something. I don't know. Snork says it was a regular-sized bag of carrots in a Ziploc bag. No, it wasn't. It was a garbage bag-sized bag of carrots. It might have been perspective because she had it right against the camera. It looked big to me. No, it was a big one. She pulled that zipper thing across. Snork, I hate you. Fuck. Why don't you move to Toronto, Snork? Come on. Move in here. Not here. It'll get weird. So then she chewed on these carrots and she crinkled the carrot bag was noisy, but it got worse later with the Doritos bag. She made a lot of noise at this point in the stream. Let's leave it at that. Chewing on these carrots like a horse and dipping them in dip and talking. I'm sure you could get a transfer. We've got your companies here. Andy says bag like she was about to drive around a parking lot for hours. Oh, coffee is so good. Oh, okay. I see my notes. Laptop side character, first appearance. That occurs here. Now, Ella named the laptop last night, and right now I can't forget what it was, but I kind of feel like it was Leon. Leon the laptop, because this laptop is now... Oh, did you see that? Pete text repeat. You're reading my notes. So I think we named it Leon. Let's go with Leon the laptop. Leon makes quite a few appearances from this point in. And I'm telling you, she slams that laptop. There's a screenshot there where she pulls the laptop over and like she's blocking the entire screen with the back of the laptop. And the most aggressive typing I've ever heard. Now, I will say she types very fast. People were saying she was fake typing. But, she did an Instagram Q&A. Oh, yeah, I was going to cover that. We can maybe look at that after this. I've got all of those as well. Leon was the YouTuber. Leo was the YouTuber, Valentine. There was another YouTuber who was, I'm not going to say screen sniping because that's stream sniping because that's not actually what stream sniping means. But there was a laptopper. There was a YouTuber named Leo who was live streaming her live stream on YouTube. Lance the laptop is the name. Was it Lance? Thank you, Neon. And somebody told her, and she found out. She went and looked it up, and looked up Leo's channel, and then he went dark immediately, deleted all his live streams. I mean, you can't do that. I get it. You can't publicly stream somebody's members only live stream. I don't care that it's Amber. That's shitty, man. I just hurt my fingers doing it. And then at that point, somebody else are we jumping ahead a little bit? Oh, that's when I said, P text repeat. Oh yeah, so she pulls down the laptop, she goes pee, she texts, she pulls down. This goes on for a while. And then she talked about Alexis because people kept asking her if she was shocked when she saw Alexis in person compared to the Alexis that Alexis presents on the internet, which, is different. And she was very kind, I thought, and very generous in how she was speaking about Alexis. It felt like she was choosing her words very carefully. She said, I was quite surprised at the outfit that she wore. And even the way she described it, although we knew she was being shady, she was being very careful with how she worded it. She said Alexis showed up in short shorts and a tube top, basically. And she said, and people were really egging her on to say, what did Alexis was? They wanted her to say Alexis was fat. That's what they wanted her to say. And she wasn't going to give it to them. And she was very diplomatic about Alexis. And I even posted, what's going on there? Like, this is different. She's tiptoeing on glass. What's going on here? So I don't know what that was about. She just said, no, I was just kind of shocked. I didn't think that was the kind of outfit she would wear. She was real careful about it. Real careful. And when they asked her about Alexis's use of filters and how she's catfishing, she said, well, I fat fish. And then she said, everybody uses filters. She's real careful about Alexis. So it's funny that Alexis now has a big comeback video, except, of course she does. She then went on to clarify her YouTube break some more. And she said, and this is another quote I wrote down because I put the quote marks. So I was serious. Says, everyone with a brain and critical thinking supports her taking a break. What? What's that about? That's, I don't, whatever. Oh, and then she cried the more. What is this? What did I write here? This is my note that I wrote. Cries, drinks, rant about how pissed she is, aggressive typing. So, yeah. She cried some more, and then she just kept talking about how she was pissed about something. Something was really pissing her off. I have a theory. I just broke a nail. Hang on. I have a theory that, because I think it was during her live stream that Beck put up the community post that announced her and Destiny, the video was going up today. And I have a feeling that's what she was pissed about during the live stream. I'm sorry, I'm clipping my nail and it's really obnoxious. Thank you for your patience. That dropped during her live stream. I think that's what was setting her off. And I don't know who the hell she was texting, but she was pissed off because she was like, I kept thinking of, that Gabby Hanna meme with her on the typing? I kept thinking of that. Shut up, Val. Val, I'm going to push you in the ocean. All right. Moving along. She was, she kept saying she was texting her lawyer, and then she'd giggle and giggle. Like she knows that whoever she's calling a lawyer isn't a lawyer. And then, Richard in chat said, one of the alerts said, her lawyer is ChatGPT. And I thought, oh my God, that would make sense. She would be typing into, you have to type a lot of details if you want an answer, right? So she's probably typing paragraphs into ChatGPT. That's probably who she was texting with. Could be, right? I don't know. Sounded like a good theory to me. Because she would be thinking of, and then she'd go, I can't believe that guy was streaming. I'm going to find out. And she'd pull up her laptop. Like, I don't know. It might have been something like that. People asked her about going from laughing to crying in the drop of a hat. Hello, BPD. Hello, bippity boppity boo. Chat BPD. Exactly, coffee. And then they went on about the narc stuff again. I love how she says, repeatedly says, I've asked 2 different therapists about it, and they both said, no way, bro. First of all, you've never seen a therapist long enough to be really, truly diagnosed, yes or no. I don't believe that. I think that narcissism, she used the word nuance 187 times in that live stream last night. I think narcissism has a lot of nuance to it, and I don't think anybody could diagnose you in 1 or 2 visits. So we know that that's bullshit. I'm sorry. Would you like me to swallow louder? That was for Stuart. But she said she's going to look into it and all that because she's so curious, you know. And the people who tell her, if you question if you are a narc, that means absolutely you're not. I don't believe that either. Again, nuance. It's a personality disorder. It's a little more complicated than that. I mean, really, life isn't a BuzzFeed quiz. And this is my favorite quote of the whole live stream last night. She said, Amber was still louder. I have a really nice mic. Okay, so this is a quote that I loved, my favorite quote of the night. If I am a narc, I will wear that badge proudly. I don't care. So that tells me that's somebody who really doesn't understand what narcissism is, because why would anybody say that? Why would anybody say that? Did you hear that? I'll catch it in case you didn't catch that. Amber Lynn Reed quote, if I'm a narc, I'll wear that badge proudly. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. People were pushing her again about Tommy, and she said she will not talk about Tommy. It just makes her too sad, and then she cries, you know. They asked her about why she's blocked Zachary Michael again, and she said because he's obsessed. And they're going like, no, not really. And she goes, well, look at his whole channel is about me, so that means he's obsessed. No, that means you're his job, Amber. There's a big difference. You know, there's some people that spend 40 hours a week working at jobs. I don't think they're obsessed with those jobs. I think it's just a job. Some jobs are just you're Amber. For me, you're a means to an end for sure. Oh, I loved this moment. This is another moment that I loved. People were asking her about when was the last time she door dashed? When's the last time she ordered food? And she goes like this. When's the last time I ordered food? Oh, I don't know why I'm looking over there. It's not like it was so long ago. It's not like the garbage is still on the counter. I'm like, the bitch just ate before the stream and she's looking at the bags that she hasn't thrown away 1000%. You know that's what was going on. Like, I don't know why I'm looking. It's not like they're still there from a week ago. I had Chick-fil-A. Well, I don't know what she had, but whatever. It was so funny. It was just so obvious. The second, what was the last fast food you had? Girl, what are you doing? We know what you're doing. She called everyone, she called all reaction channels a bitch. Snarky crab. Snarky crab. Sorry, salty. Oh, that's silly. She wrote nuance 197 times. We're closing in. We only got 2 more pages to go. Oh, then she decides she cracks open another buzzball. I think she was on number 3. Not buzzball, White Claw. I think she was on number 3 by now. And she says, hey, excuse me. She says, hey, let's play truth or drink. And then she says, okay, write truth or drink in front of your question and I'll read it. And if I don't want to answer it, I'll drink. And the chat's like, all right, let's go. That sounds fun. So everybody's taking the time to write out truth or drink and their question. And she's not reading any of the questions. She starts going into some story about some ex who puked on themselves and turned white. And she was afraid she was going to call 911. And no, she wasn't going to tell you who it was. But these questions are rolling by. She's not answering any of them. It's so stupid. And then she answered a few, which I didn't bother writing down because I didn't care. She read 3 questions about Tommy out loud and didn't answer them and took a drink. That's the 3 times she took a drink. Yeah, she was just drinking and reading comments and stuff. She wasn't playing truth or drink. Oh, no, guess what? Let's go out to the lobby. Let's go out to the lobby. Hey, Brent, how you doing? How you doing? Get Merc to play. Listen, they've been trying to get me to play Choosy. I'm not doing that. So then it was snack time again, and she went and got Doritos. But don't worry, you guys. It takes her like weeks to finish a bag. You know, she only has one or two, and then she's over it. It's fine. Trust her. It's fine. I mean, she eats like, I don't know, a barnyard animal. I saw a screenshot today of her eating. She literally has 3 fingers in her. She's eating Doritos. She's got 3 fingers rammed into her mouth. Like, who eats like that? I mean, yeah, she was drunk, I guess, but we know she'd be doing that if she wasn't drunk. So she's crunching away, more noises with the plastic bag, and crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. And it's a lot of lawyer. This is my notes. Lawyer, cry, cry, cry. Press 1 if you hate me. I'm not saying that. She did. So she says, press 1 if you hate me. And like 60% of the chat was pressing 1. These are her paid $10 a month paid members. Hey, Jess, thank you for your super chat. Jess says, like the video, please. Okay, bye. Stream snipe, I mentioned that, even though it's not really a snipe. Oh, they did tell her Tommy was live at the same time as the stream. As when they were telling her about that Leo guy who was sharing her stream, after she was freaking about that. And then they told her that Tommy was live, and she tripped out about that. And she was looking all over, and she couldn't find Tommy wasn't live. They were just baiting her. And then she decides she's hungry again, guys. She doesn't know what she wants to order some food that she'll probably order after the stream. Okay, can we talk about the fact that this is oh my God, Mr. Snork. Yeah, remember Mr. Snork said, remember when she cries because someone pressed 2? She started to cry because she said somebody pressed 2, and she said, what does that mean? Does that mean you hate me twice as much? She all of a sudden started to cry. Hey, Olivia, thank you for the super chat. Hello. Hello. Oh my God. Does that mean you hate me twice as much? Have you been on YouTube for a minute, Amber? Do you know what 1 and 2 means when they do that in the chat? Good Lord. So she was hungry again, so we went back up to the ceiling. Back up to the ceiling we went again. And then I wrote here, drunk ramblings. She talked just about, rambled from one topic to another, unimportant things. She said, somebody asked her, well, if 1 means yes, 2 usually means no. Generally. That's what I've seen. Press 1 if it's yes, press 2 if it's no. Read Vanessa's message. Vanessa said, guys, did we mention her new community post? She says, no. Vanessa Atalanta. Let's go look at the community post. We're going right now. We're almost done. We're almost done. The live stream recap. Oh my God, woman, I'm never going to get any rest. How come when I type, God, I type her name and I can't, her channel doesn't come up at all. It's like the 10th video. All right. I'm not going to put it up because it's just 1 line. It's hardly worth seeing. Thank you, Vanessa, for calling attention to this. Amberlynn Reed says, might go live publicly tonight. I do have plans. She's a busy girl. She's got friends, things to do. She's got plans. So if the live stream doesn't happen, it's because my plans went on longer than expected. But my goal is for it to happen tonight. See you there. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Oh, God, guys. Well, I guess we won't plan to watch anything in the Discord tonight. You know we're going to stream it in the Discord. It's public. Nothing wrong with that. She's got a birthday party to go to. She's probably going to a bingo or something. Okay, so drunken ramblings. We're almost, let's finish it up. Last page, I promise you. People asked her if she was wearing the underwear that she bought from Torrid that she showed in her video, and she said this, and because I've heard this, you have to hear it too. Sorry, that's just the way it goes. We share the pain. They asked her about her underwear. Her response was, yes, I'm wearing the black lace ones, but they're kind of like a thong. Just going to leave that there. People asked her what's the worst thing that Beck ever did to her, and she got real vague and said she wasn't going to say, but it was something from the beginning of their relationship. Snork, I think what that means is there's the expansive flesh is so much that it just literally the panties can't contain it. So they just kind of slip in, you know, they can't hold up the fight. Dwayne Dibley said it perfectly, and I'm not going to say it, but look for Dwayne's comment. Then people started talking to her for some reason about Luigi Mangione, the guy who killed the pharma guy, and if he's cute or not, I don't know. And then she went on about that for a while. I don't know. She did notice, she did mention that her next video is going to be March 24th. Whether it is or not, I don't know. March 24th would be... Can I see the calendar, please? My cousin's being really nice to me. It's weird. I guess I should be nicer about that. Why? I can't see my calendar. Just... It's in a few days. People asked her about her maturity and how old she felt. She said she feels 19 or 20. Which kind of tracks, I guess. I don't know. And then, you know, of course, she went on about how special she is because she feels so young. Like, I've got news for you, girl. I'm 61. I feel 29. Nobody feels their age at a certain point. You just don't. That's how life works. Everybody feels stuck at a certain age. It's just how it happens. She feels mentally 19 or 20, and then she went on to trauma dump her childhood for the umpteenth time to justify why she feels 19th or 20. Thank you for my childhood trauma TED Talk. Upset at Charlie Gold. She started on the reaction channels again. She's really pissed off at Charlie Gold. She said Charlie Gold was breaking terms of service. And she went on about how much she hates her. And then she got on Salty Crab again, how much she hates Salty Crab and how she'd really like to see her face, and it's not fair that she hides her face. And it's like, does it matter, Amber? Like, what's the difference? If Salty Crab looks like a supermodel or something from under the trailer, what's the difference? Does it make a difference what anybody looks like? Although, I mean, I do think if you're going to criticize people's looks, that you should be brave enough to put your face forward. But that's not what Salty Crab is doing at all. So I don't think they have to do that. There's other channels that don't use their looks, won't publicize what they look like, but feel very comfortable to sit back and rip people's looks apart. That's a little weird, but that's not what Salty Crab is doing at all. So Salty Crab doesn't owe you their face, Amber. They just don't. Sorry. At this point, she's getting ruder and louder. Like the comments are getting a little snappier. The White Claws are hitting the desk a little harder. Like, she was getting hammered by the end. And I thought, oh, I hear horses outside. What I was thinking is the way she pounds those drinks down that fast, it takes a while, right, for the alcohol to, metastasize? I'm thinking like an hour after she turns off that camera, she's going to be really drunk because it's still catching up with her as she's on live stream. So by the end, she was getting pretty hammered. The aggressive typing kept going on with the laptop and the breaks. She was literally, at one point, took a break. Here I wrote P laptop typing repeat. 5 minutes. She was going 5 minutes between pee breaks at the end, and every time she'd come back from a pee break, we'd get the laptop and the aggressive typing, and then she'd say one thing, and then she'd go, "Oh my god, I have to go to the bathroom again," and then she'd go to the bathroom again. I don't know where my cat has been this whole stream. And then I wrote, "I fuck lightweight, bye-bye." So yeah, at the end, then she starts talking about her face and her makeup, and then she leans right up into the camera so we can look really closely at her clumpy, disgusting our eyelashes with 4 days worth of flaky mascara on it. And then she calls herself a lightweight with the alcohol, and then she called it a night, and that was it for the Amberlyn Reed drunk stream from last night. Salty, Susie says Salty is a MILF, by the way, bombshell. I don't know why I had a feeling Salty might be cute. It doesn't matter. Mamma Mia, that's very nice. Mamma Mimi. Bobby Allen Roach says, has Merc ever done a drunk stream? Oh, hell no. Are you kidding me? I'm way too old to be that dumb. There was one time when Crusader, remember Crusader? Crusader and I had a chili cook-off, and I got a little bottle of champagne because Crusader always drank mimosas. So I was going to drink a mimosa while we were doing the chili cook-off, and I swear to God, I got about 4 sips in, and I thought, I literally can feel the alcohol after like 4 sips of alcohol, like nothing. So I pushed it away, and I just drank juice for the rest of the stream because I'm like, there's no fucking way. I know myself. Do you know what my mouth would get so loose lips sink ships? I'd be sunk. I'm not doing that. Yeah, I know you want drunk Merc now. Not doing that. Not doing that. Isn't it enough that I'm usually afflicted with maple syrup when I'm here? Is that not enough for you? Wow, that was a lot of talking. That was a lot of talking. Truth or drunk stream? No way. Not even in Costa Rica with all the kids. See, because the people I'm going away with, they don't really drink much either. I mean, Val is going to be plying us with champagne, though, so I'm a little concerned about that, to be honest. We'll make sure we're not streaming. No drunk streaming, Val. Nobody's going to hit live when Merc is drunk in Costa Rica. Oh, my God. Richard drinks. That's true. Richard does drink. I don't think Racy and Alyssa drink much. The boys are going to be the boys are the drinkers and the girls are the smokers. Interesting, then. Val's just excited because we can get the Veuve Clicquot at duty free. Please do live chat in the Discord. Okay, maybe in the Discord. Maybe. Hey, for fun, do you want to look at Lex's video? Or not? Does she say anything? Do you want to just look at the comments? Let's just look at the comments. We still got some time. Hey, Serial. Hey, Serial. Nice to see you. Lex doesn't even come up. Did they delete their channel? I know, it's Spidey Lex comes up first, right? Thank you, Serial. I know, I had to struggle with my hair looking like a dog chewed it for 1.5 years, but, you know, time heals all wounds. Oh, God, it's 17 minutes. I'm kind of curious, though, even if it's a big nothing burger. Let's look at it. God, these people just send these voice recordings all the time. No thanks. Come on. We like to dish the dirt. This is about as dirty as it gets. Present. Present. We can zip through. We don't have to watch it all. Oops. Did you see that or not? No, you don't see that. Interesting. All right, this is Lex's video from like an hour ago or whatever called Honey, You're Cooking the Beef. The last conversation between Amberlynn Reed and Alexis. Does she have anything left to say after this?
Don't care. I know that Karina has mentioned, like, Alexis, why are you giving this information out for free? Well, I was unplatformed. So either way, the information is going to be given out for free. But like I've mentioned many times, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this to speak on my experiences and the things that I have went through being in Amberlynn's life. So let's get into the conversation.
Girl, the new tea is that you insinuated that I leaked the cookie crumble video. That's crazy work. Is that true that you said that? I mean, I guess I should go to the person. So I'm coming to you asking if that's true. Everyone asked if I leaked it, and I said, no, she probably did. But, like, I was kidding. I wasn't like, oh, my God, yes, she for sure leaked it.
Haven't we heard all this before? Haven't we heard this before? I feel like we heard this before. Oh, Lex, God, you're blessed. You're so... What a try hard.
I have to talk to my friends 24/7. Like, that's not the way that I work. And yes, I was like that with you at one point, but things changed since then. And it's like, I can be an active friend.
This isn't the new video? Are you kidding me? Oh my God, you guys. It's the top one. It's not. It's 2 months ago. Oh, thank God. This one's much shorter.
Hey, guys. So...
Dang that. Oh, maple syrup brain. It was the first one that showed up. I was too lazy. Sorry. Let's speed her up. How about that? Let's drop her down and speed her up. Yeehaw. All right, let's go now. Thank you.
Hey guys, so I wasn't going to make a video anytime soon, but after receiving a couple text messages about Amberlynn's new recent member...
Let's make this a little bigger for you. Rio's not there anyway, so let's make this bigger. So you can maybe see it a little better.
Members only live stream, I kind of feel like I have to. Also, please bear with me in this video. I'm really just doing this video like off the fly, and I really haven't had any time to process.
On the fly. Not off the fly. Why do these people can't get any damn expressions right?
It's like my thoughts and emotions. So I guess you guys will be experiencing those with me right now. But yeah. So I hope you enjoy.
Are various portions of the live stream in which she shames Alexis. So she talks about like the first time she met Alexis, and she shames Alexis for what Alexis was wearing.
Okay, this is a very different... Okay, we just talked about this, right? It's very interesting to hear Karina's take. Seems to be very different than my take. I mean, I admit that I think Amber was being shady about the outfit that Alexis was wearing, but she worded it very carefully. Interesting.
People call her out on this. She laughs and laughs and laughs and says, oh, the way she explains it is, I was just surprised by it, not expecting it. No, she's shaming Alexis, and you can imagine like all the things that she's shaming Alexis for, you know, all the things that like she doesn't want people to talk about her for. Empathy Lynn has entered the chat.
Okay, so I just want to start off with a disclaimer.
We watched this. Literally the only thing she said that could be even the slightly bit shady about Alexis was her outfit. Marigold says, I'm over here tooting my high horse. Listen, Marigold, what you do in your private time is your own business. The only thing she said that was the slightest bit shady was about the outfit. She said, yes, she uses filters, but I'm not going to say anything about her. Everybody uses filters. I don't know. I thought she was being real careful about Alexis. I guess Karina and I listened to different, I don't know.
Disclaimer saying that I don't have access to Amberlynn's members only live stream. I truly refuse to pay for that. I'm just not. I'm not giving her a single dollar of mine. That's just not going to happen. So I'm not seeing it firsthand. I'm just hearing about it.
So you're reacting to Karina Kaboom's version of Amberlynn's live stream. That's hearsay. It's like reacting to what I just said would be hearsay. It's just my opinion, my recap of that live stream. Adam, thank you for gifting a member. That's very kind of you. Adam has rented himself a new Lurt Teddy his life. Thank you. You know, I've had this done to me before. I mean, I remember when Zachary Michael was reacting to the whole doxing situation, and he was speaking very authoritatively on it, and then said, I didn't bother watching the Narc Alert stream, so I don't really know what she said. And I thought, you know, at least do people the courtesy of listening to the video that you're going to talk about, so you have your own unbiased view, unfiltered, of what you've heard. But this is weird.
So I don't really know what was said verbatim. I wasn't really wearing anything crazy. I mean, I was wearing like shorts and like a crop top, but it wasn't super cropped. I mean, it was showing like an inch or two of my stomach, and I had like a flannel on over it. Like, it wasn't anything like, you know what? I have a video of the outfit. Hold on. I honestly don't even really know why I need to explain myself, but whatever. Honestly, like, I'm really self-conscious. So like, if I felt like that outfit was really not okay looking on me, I wouldn't have worn it. Also, I couldn't really tell that she didn't like it by the looks that she was giving me and the way she was looking me up and down when Emily wasn't directly looking at both of us.
I'm a little biased. I liked the plaid. I liked the plaid shirt.
Also, like, on a different accord, like, Amberlynn, let's be so for real here. You weigh over double the amount that I weigh, and you're like 4 or 5 inches shorter than me. Clearly you're projecting, right? Because like, the way that I look in that outfit to you is probably how you look in every outfit to everyone else that sees you in public.
Amber didn't criticize how she looked in that outfit at all. It might have been implied. We know it was implicated, but she didn't say it. She didn't say it. She just kept saying, I was really surprised, and giggled about it. Shady, absolutely.
In public. I mean, I hate to be harsh, but like, you started this. Like, what? I mean, realistically, I am unbothered. Like, I have a real life. I have real problems. You just have your internet.
Is this what unbothered looks like? The girl wasn't even that rude about you. And you're making a 13-minute video to respond to her. Is that unbothered? Are you fucking kidding me? Can somebody turn the gaslight off? Because it's getting very bright in here.
Internet shit. So this is like, you know, big news, a big reveal moment, a big tea moment for you. But for me, I'm laughing at you. In my personal opinion, girl, you are lame. You are so corny. You don't really have much to provide.
I don't need to hear your opinion of Amberlynn Reid. Nobody fucking cares.
You were doing, but she was like completely flabbergasted as much as I was about like how Amberlynn presented that situation. I feel like this, like the way that I'm also handling this breakup, the way that I am dealing with my emotions, like Amberlynn, you should really learn.
You know, I think we've watched enough of that. I just wanted to hear what she was saying about the video that she didn't even watch. So she's reacting to Karina Kaboom. And, you know, I don't have anything bad to say about Karina. She kind of amuses me, but Karina does tend to embellish a little bit and exaggerate things. And I don't know that, you know, if I heard Karina saying that, it would trigger me to go then look for the actual clip to find out what was said. That's what I would do, right? Lex, it's really time to go away. Oh, we forgot to let's look at some of the comments here. Oh gosh, I gotta make this bigger. I put my screen down to 67%. The first comment, that Lex pinned, says, I gotta tell you, I don't always think you're bringing good stuff to GorlWorld in the best of faith, but this time, that's why she pinned it. the kind of like heart-to-heart direct reading and advice that you gave Amber here was the most genuine and thoughtful, blah, blah, blah. Next one says, imagine a 600-pound person calling other people overweight. Next comment says, she has no right to judge. Next comment, Amber shoots somebody. The other person shoots back. Amber, damn, what's their problem? Lex, good job. Amber dresses like a 5-year-old. You threw this video together on the fly. Most of us wouldn't even know where to begin, so great job. So clearly she's deleting comments, right? She's clearly deleting comments. There was also a community post from the Lukewarm podcast team, if I can generously call them that, where they said they weren't going to be going live anymore. They were going to be doing some scripted videos because they heard everybody's critiques. But it was interesting because in that community post, then they were also deleting every negative comment. That's a whole mess over there. That's all I'm going to say. That's a whole mess over there. And then today, one of the podcast hosts, Nerfy, I don't know. They quit. They said they're stepping away. They got a lot of hate. They're getting a lot of hate on the places where the hate lives for all of us, because we're all hated eventually. So that and their comment section has been pretty brutal. And I just think it's been hard. They went ahead with a podcast without really knowing what they're doing. They weren't good hosts. Clearly by the video with Beck and Destiny today, Beck and Destiny don't need hosts. They don't need reaction channels to help them. They're doing fine on their own. They should just carry forward on their own, quite frankly. You know what would be? I'd love to see Beck and Destiny reacting to Amberlynn Reid videos. I think that'd be fantastic. That I would love to see from their era. Wouldn't that be good? If you're gonna make if you're gonna talk about Amber, you might as well use her and make some money. Do that. I'd love to see Destiny reacting to videos from the Destiny era. Because remember, Destiny told us today. Destiny said, "I didn't watch her stupid videos." She said, "I was living all that stuff. I wasn't gonna go watch the stupid crap on YouTube." So Destiny probably hasn't even seen half of that stuff. It would be very interesting because I bet you Amber told a whole bunch of lies behind the camera because she knew goddamn well that Destiny wasn't watching the videos. So she could say whatever she wanted and get away with it about the job, about, oh, that would be fun. I'd love to see that. That'd be fun. What did Serial say? Something. Somebody said something. Hey, Banana Shacky. See Banana Shacky, member for 21 months. Thank you, Banani. Banani's moving to Costa Rica before me. I'm an inspiration. Oh my God. Dainty Gorilla says, was the drunken live stream recent? Yes, it absolutely was. The drunken live stream was Amberlynn's members only live stream. Now, one of my mods, Lainey, has a membership, and a whole bunch of us just get in the car and we carpool over to Lainey's. Everybody brings snacks, and we watch it together there at Lainey's. I ordered pizza last night. Of course, Stork calls my pizza Sadza, but nonetheless, some of us enjoyed it very much. It wasn't Sadza. The Laney live stream sleepover. Listen, I tucked in about 10 people last night. Everybody fell asleep last night. Everybody fell asleep last night. Well, it was late. She started really late. I mean, she wrapped it up. It must have been 12:30 my time. It was late. I wonder, so now she's going to go live tonight? There's Dr. Laney. Laney, thank you for having us all over again last night. We were just talking about you. Yeah, so if you're late to the stream and you haven't heard, Amberlynn has announced that she is probably going to do a public live stream tonight. But of course, she's a very busy girl and she's going out. So if she doesn't get it done tonight, it's because her event went late. No, tonight is public serial. Public. Because you know she's going to react to the Beck Destiny thing. By 11,000 viewers they had. In Amber Lynn's heyday, she never had 11,000 viewers at a live stream. That's incredible. But like I said, I think that was the video we've been waiting for 10 years to see. I liked it. I thought it was really good. I don't know what to do with it, though. I'm going to have to think on it because doing a narc alert is going to take a lot of diving into that, a lot of work. But I think I'd like to do that because it's like narcissistic abuse from the horse's mouth, right? Interesting. 11,000 on a Wednesday morning. That's what I was thinking too, Snork. Noon my time. Like people are working during the day and in school and doing things. So to pull those numbers midday, incredible. Good for them. I wonder how many they have now. Let's see. Last check, I heard they had 35,000 views or something. Wow, they've got 62,000 views. Amber must be seething. 62,000 views. Like 4 hours ago, they had half of that. Good for them. Good for them. And it's 2 hours long. They probably have lots of ads in it. Let's say they're going to average somewhere between 10 and 20 bucks per 1,000 views. And they got fucking generous super chats in there last night. There was $100, $200, $50. They got a lot of generous super chats last night. So good for them. Get the bag that you've been waiting to get. They deserve every dime of it. Don't split it with anybody else that doesn't deserve it. You lived that. You deserve the money for that. That's what I say. That's what I say. I think I'm going to call it. I don't know what else to talk about. The Beck Destiny thing is so big and so long. I don't want to start it now because it's a lot. And I want to treat it with the kind of respect that it deserves. So I want to take a good look at that video. I found it very interesting, and I'm looking forward to rewatching it and doing some kind of narc alert-ish content with it. I'm not sure how. Tonight, I don't know what we're going to do in the Discord because now we're waiting to see if the delicate, dainty content creator decides to pretend to live stream again tonight. I'm exhausted. When is the next Costa Rica trip? It's May 14th. Well, May 15th. Can't wait. So excited. Neon, thank you. Member for 10 months. Almost a whole year, Neon. Feels longer than that. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I'm hungry. I don't have much else to say. There's no point in, I'm not one to crank out content and belabor the point just for money. I'm done. We've talked about what we needed to talk about. There might be another live stream tonight, and if there is, then we'll do something with that. I'll upload something tomorrow for sure, and Friday, and Saturday's the live, and all like that there. I want to thank you all for joining me and Rio, who didn't even have the common courtesy to show up after he ate. What an ass. I'm sorry, he's an ass. Nice to see you, Serial. Come back anytime. And also the rest of you. Thank you to my mods, even Snork. I'll see you tonight at Amber's live stream if she streams, and if not, I'll see you tomorrow. And until we meet again, the routine. Just be kind. And hasta luego. Bye.